Are you compromising who you are to fit a model created by a person who has no idea what it's like to be capable of creating what you can create? Either or versus both and. I want to be honest and share a few questions that I've asked myself throughout this past week. Am I limiting myself and lowering my value by simplifying my life to one routine? Am I limiting myself by desiring an ordinary, redundant, everyday life? How can I blend all of my gifts together to serve one purpose? Am I bullshitting myself about making music? Do I want it that bad? How do I find the truth? Most of these questions stem from the place of what we'll call either or. For the last 5 or 6 years, I've been very extremely indecisive because I've had this mindset of either or, making myself think that I had to do one thing or the other. And that makes you take who you are and force that into some weird life model, MODEL. Now, what I should have been doing was forming a model around my life, who I am authentically. And there's so much information online on the internet about how you should make beats, how you should build your business. But you have to ask yourself this question: does it fit who you are as a person? Are you compromising who you are to fit a model created by a person who has no idea what it's like to be capable of creating what you can create? Think about that for a second. Okay, so check this out. One reason that I noticed that I wasn't motivated was because I was trying to fit who I am now, today, into a model that was shaped and formed a long time ago. What do I mean by this? What I mean is there are a few of you who've been with me on this YouTube journey since I've started. So I used to make beat making tutorials. That's not who I am today. So for me today to go set up my music equipment and making a beat making tutorial with MPC, not that there's anything wrong with it, it's just not where I am. But for me to go back to that, there's something that's uneasy about it, and it bothers me because I'm not using my full potential. What I'm fully capable of, 100% of me, is not beat making anymore. It's beat making, music creation, a musician, that's only a small part of me. I have more to offer. So if I commit myself to just music making, eventually I'm going to be burnt out and unfulfilled. You know, once again, there's nothing wrong with that. That's just not who I am now. That's who I was in the past. I'm past that. So even the content that I make now is better content. It's better content for you because it's authentic to who I am now. So I'm no longer practicing this mindset of either or. Now the mindset is both and. Both and. Yeah, that sounds so much better. Both and allows me to fully utilize my gifts. Both and help me realize that my new goals need to point towards light and sound. I mean, the visual part along with the sound. And notice that I say it's sound, not just music. So it's sonics. It used to be just beat making, but now it's light and sonics. Both and allows me to explore new territory where I blaze new trails with my unique skill set. The question I have for you is, what is your both and?